Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a very busy Thursday night. First up, the White House and the firestorm over a New York Times report today that the congressman who is heading up the investigation into any possible collusion with the Russians, that he was secretly helped in obtaining intelligence by members of the White House team. The New York Times identifying two White House officials who allegedly helped provide that intelligence to Republican Congressman Devin Nunes. It was Nunes who had that mystery meeting on White House grounds that's never been explained. And tonight, our correspondent asking the ranking member of that committee, how can the American public have any confidence in this investigation at all? ABC's Mary Bruce leading us off.
He is the Republican congressman who's supposed to be leading an independent investigation into Russian meddling and any possible collusion with the Trump campaign. But tonight, that bombshell New York Times report, Congressman Devin Nunes had help from the White House. The Times saying two administration officials played a role in getting him intelligence. One of those officials, Ezra Cohen-Watnick, the senior director for intelligence at the National Security Council. Nunes holding a mystery meeting on White House grounds that's never been explained.
That your obsession with who talked to whom and when is not the answer here. It should be the substance.
But who talked to whom does matter. Nunes says he received information showing the Trump team was incidentally caught up in surveillance. The next day, he made a public show of bringing that intelligence to the president instead of the bipartisan committee he runs.
What I've read bothers me, and I think it should bother the president himself and his team.
The president said it backed up his baseless claims that President Obama wiretapped him.
Do you feel vindicated by Chairman Nunes coming over here, sir?
I somewhat do. I must tell you, I somewhat do.
Democrats on the Hill, even some Republicans crying foul, asking why the show? Why would Nunes brief the president on information he got from Trump's own White House staffers?
And they can present it to the White House staff or the president himself at any time. So why all the cloak and dagger stuff? And that's something that we need to get to the bottom of.
Nunes has been adamant he will not reveal his source.
Still not going to share your source?
Look, I have answered these questions over and over again, and we'll continue to do that, but there's nothing new to report.
All week long, the White House press secretary has promised to look into who cleared the congressman onto White House grounds, but not anymore.
So what you're telling us today is you are never going to get the answer, you are never going to get the answer to who cleared in Chairman Nunes.
No, what I'm saying is that the decision was made. It's supposed to focus on the process, to focus on the substance.
So where does this leave the investigation into Russia's meddling in the election? We asked the committee's top Democrat.
Your investigation is effectively ground to a halt because of all of these questions and because of a lot of politics. How can the American public still have confidence in this investigation?
Well, there's no question that there is a cloud over the investigation. We are determined to go forward whatever obstacles are put in our way.
An important question to ask Mary Bruce live on the Hill with us. And Mary, I want to go back to the White House for a moment. They still won't confirm or deny whether administration officials helped provide Chairman Nunes with that intelligence?
David, the White House press secretary says he can't get into the chairman's sources, but the White House is inviting the Republican and Democratic leaders of the House and Senate investigations to the White House to view newly discovered documents. Now, what those documents are, they won't say that either. David?
Mary Bruce leading us off tonight. Mary, thank you.